Hey guys, it's Claude. We got ourselves a new box with new possibilities. Still on Worlds Collide. Well, we all know why. Can't wait to try the new set. Every so often I accidentally see like a brand new card or so just because of different chats and people talking about them. But I am doing my best to stay spoiler free. That way whenever we actually get to open it up, you get my first honest opinion as soon as I see it. Alright. Let's jump right into this deck right here. And will this be a Brobnar box? Dear God, let's hope not. Alright. First deck is going to be a reddish Archon. Orange. Shadows is the first house, followed by Dis is the second house. And our third house, Saurians. Very cool. The thing that can't comprehend poison. Sometimes these goofy names, I don't know, they just get to you. Crazy looking Archon. What is it? It's almost like Jack Skeleton, the way his hands look, the face maybe. Definitely not the lower end though. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Alright, we are starting off with Shadows, it's Scally Caper. Gosh, that guy's a rare? Oh. 2-power Skirmish. Enters play under your opponent's control and can be used as if it belonged to any house. At the end of your turn, destroy one of Scally Caper's neighbors. Manchego, 3-power. Play. If you have 5 or fewer cards in your deck, steal 2 amber. Fight, reap. You may shuffle it into your deck. Could be fun. Lethal Distraction. Amber whenever you play it. Choose a creature. For the remainder of the turn, whenever this creature takes damage, it takes an additional 2 damage. Oh, second one of those. Subtle Chain. Amber whenever you play it. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Spike Trap. Artifact. Amber whenever you play it. Omni. Sacrifice it. If you do, deal 3 damage to each flank creature. Yancey Gang. 5-power. Action. Steal an amber. Trust no one. Steal an amber. If there are no friendly creatures in play, instead steal 1 amber for each house represented among enemy creatures in play. The second one of those. Mug. Amber whenever you play it. Move 1 amber from a creature to your pool. Deal 2 damage to that creature. I guess it's going to go with the Lethal Distractions down there. J. Vinda. 2-power Elusive. Reap. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal an amber. Okay, that works with it as well. Breaker Hill. 1-power Elusive. Each of its neighbors gains action. Steal an amber. A lot of steal. Oh, here we go. A key cheat. Saurians. Triumph. Amber whenever you play it. If there are no enemy creatures, exalt each friendly creature. If you do and there are 6 or more friendly creatures, forge a key at no cost. Could be pretty strong in here. Oh, Primus Unguis. 5-power, 1 armor. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each amber on it. Reap Exalted. This guy can do some pretty insane things, making all your creatures huge. Tribune Pompatus. 4-power, 2 armor. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each amber on it. Before the fight, you may exalt it. Gargantodon, 16 power, enters play stunned. Only deals 4 damage when fighting. Each amber that would be stolen is captured by a creature controlled by the active player instead. Uh-oh, it's going to hurt our shadows. Draco Praco, 4 power, reap. You may exalt it. If you do, choose a house and rage each creature of that house. Centurion Stenopeus, 3 power, 2 armor. Gets +3 power for each amber on it. Play, fight, reap, you may exalt it. We have a huge amount of power enhancing cards in here. Based on how many ambers on each creature, that's kind of crazy. We've seen all 3 of them at this point. Saurian Legionary, 5 power, 1 armor, taunt, play, ward a friendly creature. There we go. Tribute, amber whenever you play it. The most powerful friendly creature captures 2 amber. You may exalt that creature to repeat the preceding effect. Let's just hope that he is the biggest creature and our opponent doesn't have a targeted removal. These 2 cards can instantly add 10 power to every creature we have. Quester Jarda, 3 power elusive, reap. You may exalt it. If you do, gain an amber. A second one of those. Phalanx Strike, amber whenever you play it. Choose a creature, deal 1 damage to it for each friendly creature. You may exalt a friendly creature to repeat the preceding effect. Imperium, 1 amber whenever you play it. Ward 2 friendly creatures. That's great that we have both this and the Saurian Legionary to help protect that Primus. And now we're on to Dis, it's Soul Fiddle. It's an artifact. Action, enrage a creature. Library of the Damned, another artifact. Action, archive a card. The Evil Eye, amber whenever you play it. Keys cost +3 amber during your opponent's next turn. Rot Grub, 1 power. Play, your opponent loses an amber. Reap, archive it. A second one of those. Misery Exploit. Gain 1 amber for each damaged enemy creature. With how big our creatures are, oh, I was about to say, I don't think this is that great of a card. And here's the second one. Lithal, 5 power. Fight, Reap, capture an Amber. Infernus, 4 power. Play, purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. Your opponent loses Amber equal to the total Amber bonus of the purged cards. Okay, this is looking awesome. We have Amber control in every house here. A good amount so far in Dis. We had a lot in Shadows. We'll probably never play the Gargantodon. But this amount of Amber control with how big our board should be thanks to that Primus, this is looking pretty strong. Festering Touch, Amber whenever you play it, choose up to 2 creatures. Deal 1 damage to each chosen creature. If that creature is already damaged, deal 3 instead. Buzzle, 3 power Skirmish. Play, fight, you may purge one of Buzzle's neighbors. If you do, ready Buzzle. And the last card of the deck is Binding Irons. Your opponent gains 3 chains. We're going to have to see exactly how much Amber control is here. How much Amber. We didn't have too much Amber inside of, say, Saurians, but the rest of it should be pretty good. Let's see, I guess we'll pull Misery Exploits up just so we can look at them, but we will not count them towards Amber. I mean, we can maybe call, we'll say 1 between the 2 of them is probably what we'll put it at. Triumph. Okay, with how big our creatures are, hopefully we can control our opponent's board, and that can be free key. All the while making our creatures more powerful. That's kind of crazy to think about. Alright, so for Amber we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a key, 9, 10, 11, 12. I said we'll maybe put that to 13, 14. That's pretty good for this deck, actually. Wow. Now we pull up the Amber control. Let's see. So I'm hoping there was quite a bit in here. It definitely felt like there was. Even the Evil Eye's pretty strong. Gives us maybe another turn to try and get to that tribute. Okay, yeah. Whew. And I love that we can also archive the tribute thanks to the Library of the Damned. Let's see, okay, this could potentially... Manchego will throw up there, but probably won't count it for anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my gosh. These last 2 boxes have had a lot of Amber control. Okay, we got to see how many creatures in here. Please give me a good creature count. Oh, I'm begging you. Big pocket of non-creatures here. Oh gosh. Ooh, but luckily Saurians were a bunch, so it's kind of okay if it's just 1 bigger house. Won't really count the Scally Caper even though it is a creature because we're essentially giving it to our opponents. So 1, 5, 10, 15, 17. Wow, 17 is average. But here's the important part. How many of these Saurian cards were creatures? I want to say it was about 8. And that's going to be the big house. Make sure there's none back here. Yeah, okay, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And once again, we got to point out, a lot of these creatures are going to have a lot more power, giving them a lot more staying power, which kind of makes it act like it's probably a 20 to 22 creature deck if we can just keep these things on the board. Good Amber, great Amber control. Some cool things going on here. If we can get 4 of these Saurian creatures on the board, I'm pretty sure we can just win the game. And a lot of these other creatures are given the Steel or Amber control. That's pretty strong. So we're committing them to the board. Gang getting the Steel. Javinda can create Steel. Breaker Hill, if this is an 11 power creature, this is going to stick around. It's 11 power elusive, potentially. I don't think it's going to be too hard to get the Primus with a bunch of Amber on it. Boosting these creatures' powers, keeping it protected with the Taunt and the Wards. I mean, it's going to be insane. So Breaker Hill here will be able to provide so many steals. This is just really, really cool. Yeah, I look forward to trying this out. I would have been a little bit happier had there been a few more creatures, but honestly, can't complain about it. It's also cool that if we have to call Dis Soul Fiddle, I'm not the biggest fan of this card, but if we're beefing up our creatures, using this card to prevent our opponents from being able to reap with their own creatures, that's pretty cool. Just making them slam into our big guys. Overall, this deck looks like a lot of fun. I don't think it's busted, per se. It will have some busted draws, though, here and there. I'll have to say it's right around like a B- to a B deck. Alright, guys, well, thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.